happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there, telling me I got to beware. I think it's time we stop. Children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. I think it's time we stop. Children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. There's battle lines being drawn. Nobody's right if everybody's wrong. Young people speaking their minds are getting so much resistance from behind. Every time we stop, hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. I think it's time we stop, hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Just bust the move. Carrying sign, mostly say hooray for our side. It's time we stop, hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. I think it's time we stop. Children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Paranoia strikes deep. Into your life it will creep. It starts when you're always afraid. Step out of line, the man come and take you away. You better stop, hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going. We better stop, hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going. We better stop now, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going. We better stop. Children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
Welcome to the Friday Nights. I'm Jason Sandberg. Fellas,
Hey.
good week at the LCS. New issue of Nemesis Forever came out.
Oh, wow.
This is so far the first issue. Our work is fantastic. Looking forward to reading this issue here. And then also the quarterly issue of the new heavy metal, the new and improved, reinvigorated, resuscitated heavy metal came out.
Does it
Go
does it feel like the original? Like, does it read?
It does, and there's boobs. It's good. The
Nice.
world is healing. The
Nice.
world is healing. The something that hit the news this week. It's not out yet, but I hold before you issue 87 of Rick Veitch's run on the Swamp Thing.
Oh, wow.
Notoriously, issue 88 was never published, as written and drawn by Rick Veitch, because in this story arc for Swamp Thing, he is traveling back in time, jumping from plant organism to plant organism, going backward in time. And he, in the next issue, issue 88, he was to manifest on the as the crown of thorns on Jesus Christ's forehead as he was on the crucifixion. DC got cold feet. They initially approved the story, approved the art. Then at the last minute, they pulled it. Rick Veitch famously said, "You know what? I'm done with mainstream comics." Went completely indie, and that issue 88 of Swamp Thing was never published. This week, they've announced that they're going to do a limited 4-issue run called Swamp Thing 89. And it's going to be issues 1, 2, 3, 4, which would be 88, 89, 90, 91 of what Rick Veitch had originally intended for Swamp Thing. Greatly looking forward to that, and Craig, I think we'll cover that on the show when those are published.
Nice.
But that's great news for people who are Rick Veitch fans.
But instead of just issuing the 88 that everyone wants, you're going to have to go back and buy them all. Is that what they're doing?
Well, I think they're doing a 4-issue series because it will let him finish his storyline to get the Swamp. I don't know how much further Swamp Thing's going to go back in time. Maybe he's going to jump back to like Atlantis or something like that. But the point is, just like he did, but just like Alan Moore did, where he had Swamp Thing lost in space, jumping from planet to planet. Rick Veitch is going to have him go back in time until he eventually gets reunited with Abby. But regardless,
is he making new pages? Like, is he coming back to the project too to finish it, or is it?
I know that issue 88 was drawn and inked, and I assume they're going to publish that original art. And then he is Rick Veitch is doing work. He's self-publishing on Amazon, and I pick up his books. I'm hoping he's going to draw. He either has the artwork or the layouts for 80, 89, 90, 91. Wow. Regardless, I'm in.
That's
so
wild.
looking forward to reading that.
Yeah, for sure. That sounds really exciting.
Now, Craig, would you bring up the campaign?
Yes, for sure.
We got 39 people watching live. Those of you who've been tuning in know that the sign up page for Jupiter issue 2 is live. Please head on over there tonight and sign up for it. Get your email in there so you'll be notified when the campaign goes live. It is going to be 56 pages. I'm about 90% done with the book, and then I'll do the marketing and the trailers and stuff like that. So this will be launching in 2026. Greatly looking forward to sharing this with you when I launch it. But please sign up. It's very important. Sign up to be notified. So Craig threw the link in the chat. So thank you, Craig.
And just a reminder to everyone: these signups, when people do these signups, it's free. It doesn't cost you any money. So you can sign up to all the campaigns and still only back like 5 out of 50. But the thing is, if you do the sign up and there's some sort of exclusive trading card or whatever that they plan on shipping down the road, if you did the sign up, they're just going to go by the mailing list. And if you're on it, you're going to get that free thing. So it's worth it just to plug your email in there one way or the other.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. So that was my week. Craig, how was your week?
Actually, I had a very, very productive week. For starters, shout out to Good Stuff, my good friend Good Stuff. I love hearing when he's at work in Belmont. And look at this. I dug out my Good Stuff cookbook here. Yes, we were talking about the beer. What did we say he was making in here, Michael? What's the good recipes?
Beer can burgers.
Yeah, I'm gonna wow my wife one of these days, and I'm gonna cook all this stuff. She knows I can cook, but I'm gonna take Good Stuff's. He was a chef, like, for the longest time, like a gourmet chef. I'm going to take his secrets in here and I'm going to wow her one of these days. So So I dug that out. But when it comes to Soltac, I don't have a Soltac update. Unfortunately, I do have color pages. Gonzalo gave me all that back like about 3 hours before the show started, so it just wasn't enough time to grab them. I did convert my funds over in Fund My Comic, and now go to the right bank account.
Okay.
I did the. I don't know if you can see my chicken scratch here. This is how I need to set up a sign up on MailerLite. This is the flow chart for how to. So
is that so? What is that for?
A MailerLite.
What is that, like a MailChimp thing, or what is that?
Yeah, it's kind of like MailChimp.
Okay.
So I was told to use MailerLite, but by the time I'm now using MailerLite, apparently everyone's using Substack now. So I'm still behind on the times.
You can't.
I guess I should start a Substack as well.
Right.
I like registered a Substack, but I've never published anything on it.
Oh.
So maybe that is the way to go. Maybe that's
I don't know any of this stuff. I'm always playing catch up with everyone, but I will.
Wait, how about MySpace?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh God, I wish we could go back to MySpace. Obviously, by looking at me, this is my dream.
Speaking of Belmont,
Belmont's in the chat.
Yeah.
So
you got good stuff and Belmont on the hat. Nice.
He does.
Yeah, I do. I used to be a man cave regular. Yeah.
Craig, help me out. I know you don't have much in terms of Soltac news this week, but what the hell is going on in Canada?
Man, we got to get our stuff together in this country. So, well, it all stems from the fact that we realized Justin was really bad after 10 years. We said, "Oh man, maybe we shouldn't have hired a part-time drama teacher with no life experience, nepo baby, to run our country into the ground for 10 years." And then they said, "Don't worry, we've learned. We're going to replace him with a European banker who hasn't even lived here for 10 years, who works for the WEF and Soros and all them, and we'll put him in charge. That'll fix everything." And now we're still suffering from that stupid decision. So that's what's going on.
Michael, how was your week? What's up with you?
Yes.
I have had a roller coaster of a week. So I was set to launch on Sunday on K-Pop Katie's stream, and my internet was shot.
Oh no!
Like it was the worst it had ever been. So we had to postpone till I believe Wednesday.
Okay.
And IndieGoGo was down.
No,
right.
Just down.
Yeah, I saw it crash. Yeah.
Oh, wait. Was that because they did I know they did a bunch of platform changes.
Yep.
Was that the day?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. We were set to go on, and I'm like, "Can you get into IndieGoGo?" She's like, no. And I'm like, this is just.
And you're like, the gods are speaking to me. Are they telling like my internet's not working? IndieGoGo's crashing. This is not good. Yeah.
But at the same time,
that's crazy.
There was like cool people like on their own accord, like just playing the trailer, shouting it out.
Nice.
So it was like something cool would happen, then something horrifying would happen, and that's what the week was.
Well, we're gonna remedy a lot of that here tonight. So yes, hey, thank you, Justin. I appreciate that. We're definitely gonna remedy a lot of that on this show tonight. Should we do our baseline here? You want to do that?
Yeah, let's do a baseline, and then we'll see who's in the chat.
Okay.
So, Michael, we do a thing called a baseline. So we believe in stolen valor. We believe in taking credit for stuff that we didn't do. So anybody who backs,
hold on, I got to jump in there for 1 second. Those aren't stolen valor, Jason. I earned those. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Dude, I meant to say thank you for your service.
Oh yes. Oh, I love. So I don't know if you remember 9/11 when all that went down, but I was reserve army at the time, part-time. But when those towers went down, I was like, we're going to war. We're going to go kill some bad guys. And I walked in my recruiting center. I said, sign me up for Rig Force. I said, I'll do my 20 years. And then I spent 2 years in Afghanistan hunting down Al-Qaeda, the Taliban. I had a lot of fun in the desert, let me tell you. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Dude, I admire that. I was sitting playing like Nintendo 64 and PlayStation.
Also, was I was playing Grand Theft Auto 3 and Gran Turismo A-Spec when 9/11 happened. So yeah, I still remember that. Yeah.
So Michael, here's the deal. So even though we're going to look at your campaign in earnest, in full, in a bit. But since the show has started, we do a baseline. So right now you're at 15 backers. So if anybody backs during the show, we get credit for that. Even if they're not watching the show, we get credit. That's called the baseline, Michael.
Yes. So he's got
Yeah.
15 backers and 825 raised. What do you think? We're going to get to 8. Do you think we're going to get to 18 backers today?
Oh, easy.
And
I say
850.
my gut tells me 19. We'll see.
Yeah, 19. You think so? Okay,
I think so. I think so.
Happen.
We got 62 people watching live. We're only 16 minutes into the show. I think we can do this. I think there's traction.
Absolutely. Yeah. Let's
So,
hope
Craig, speaking of traction, who's in the chat tonight?
Yeah, for sure. Let's go to the top of the chat. Let's have a look at everyone who's joining us for crazy Friday night antics. So first and foremost, we got Vulcan's joining us this Happy Friday. He's back to his top spot as our top fan. I don't know if you've seen Vulcan around in your spaces, but he's been with us since day one, Michael. The very beginning of this show, he's been here almost every day. Sometimes, things like anniversaries and birthdays and stuff get in the way.
I see him all the time. Great dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, awesome. And thank you so much, Vulcan. Honorary Knight. He knows he could literally be on this panel if and whenever he wants. More than welcome. Definitely. One of the reasons why me and Jason keep back and keep doing this every night. Another one of those people is SF Gaming, a good friend of mine as well. I made really good friendship. He bought a book off me on eBay, and then he put two and two together. He says, "Oh shit, you're that Comicscape Matt Ruth." I was like, "Yeah." So then I threw extra stuff in there, and we every day we joke around. He shows me all the stuff, all the indie books. He shows me indie books I've never even seen. Like I have no idea. There's books out there you have no idea that indie creators are putting out. You just never see them. But
it's awesome.
Yeah, he's a good friend of mine as well. Thank you, SF Gaming, for joining us. Let's see who else is in the chat. Oh yeah, here's Belmont, my good friend Belmont. Pencils Down. I noticed you did a cover for Pencils Down. Is that right, Michael?
Sketch cover, yeah.
Yeah. So cool. Here's a bit of Pencils Down lore. While they're in the middle of coloring it, their colorist got pulled to a different job, and Justin he was like in a scramble for a colorist, like he really was for Pencils Down. So I was like, I can ask my artist, Gonzalo Loyola, who does Soltac, because we were in between books. Like I took a break for a year and a half, and I said, "Hey man, a buddy of mine has like 6 pages he wants colored. He's a good friend." So he ended up coloring like a lot of Pencils Down.
That's why I recognize that name.
Yeah.
When I started reading Soltac, I'm like, that name definitely sounds. Yeah. So that must be that. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, so yeah, there's a cool bit of story how all of us indie creators reach out to each other, and you know what I mean. We make the magic happen, right? So here's Michael's handle, by the way. He needs more subs on that channel. Like, how many subscribers do you have on your?
I have like 76.
Yeah.
In my slight defense, I really neglect it. Like, Twitter's like my main hub. Like, I'm on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, but especially since I've been so busy, Twitter's been the one like I can't neglect because it's like the main one, and that's how I communicate with most people. But I really have to make an effort to like,
grow the
attend
YouTube
to each of them, equally.
Yeah.
Well, the YouTube's a great mechanism for you because anytime, like if you're campaigning, you can just fire up a stream. And I'm even guilty of not doing this. You can just fire up a stream and just try to pitch your book, and you never know. You might get a backer or two. You just fire up.
I thought about that today.
Yeah.
I never really do that.
A lot of creators do, and it works really well. It did work for that first trade of mine that you have. It actually worked really well. A lot of my backers I just got on my own just by going out. What
I might do that when I'm in full campaign mode for Jupiter 2. So, if I'm not on any shows, I might just do lonely streaming and just So if Craig, will you troll me in the chat when I do that? Or
yes, I will. No, if you want some real laughs at me, Jason, like if you like laughing at my misery, if you go to my channel, archived on my channel is 10 episodes of Mad Show. It's called Mad Show, and it's me getting drunk, drinking 40s of liquor, and just streaming by myself.
Oh. Michael, I don't know what's funnier, old vintage Mad Ruth streaming back in the day, or the streams of Von Coleman from like 10 years ago when he was a chipmunk. I don't know what's funnier. Go check those out.
They're there.
Check out Von Coleman. We streaming when he was like 9 years old. It's so funny.
That kid is a go-getter. That's for damn sure.
Yes, he is. Yeah, he's very ambitious and he works hard. He's like Hojo as well. There's a lot of guys out there that's every day they're putting in the work. 100%.
Yeah.
Here's Salty's joining us, another great guest of our show. We always love having Salty
love
back on the
Salty.
show. Yes, everyone does. Fantastic. I admire you guys. Like, I feel you know, I mean, I'm just a writer. I do the thumbnails, I do the layouts, but I mean, I don't actually do the art. I don't draw, I don't color, I don't ink.
Dude, your writing is like insane. It's like
thank you.
insanely detailed.
Oh,
It was
thank
so
you.
entertaining.
Oh, thank you so much. That means the world to me. Thank you. I really like. You get me all.
Good stuff.
What
Good
are
stuff.
just give me the opportunity to let me ask you about the influence on Soltak. To me, it's like hard Star Wars, like hard cider. This is like hard Star Wars.
So what actually went down with me was I was a hardcore Star Wars fan for 40 years. I basically said, as long as I had Star Wars, my life would be fine until I die. As long as I got Star Wars, I got everything I need. Then I went and saw The Last Jedi in theaters, and it broke my heart. Like, I turned into a sobby mess. I was incoherent. I was chain smoking in my car. I was trying to figure out what was like. I literally just got assaulted in the movie theater. It felt like. So I went to YouTube and I typed in The Last Jedi sucks. And then bam, the High Council popped in with Jeremy Griggs, Ethan Van Sciver. I don't know if you remember that show from back in 2018, The High Council. That's what got me into the indie scene. And I watched them, and I finally realized there were other people out there who were just as pissed off as what Disney had done to Star Wars as I was, and heartbroken. And that was it. I channeled my anger into the basically the indie community and what I wanted to do, and then I could chase my own dreams. I didn't have to follow Hollywood. This story that had been rattling around in my head for 18 years. And Soltak is a makeup of Star Wars. It's Planet of the Apes. It's the Borg. It's Escape from New York. It's the Predator. You know what I mean? It's literally everything I love about science fiction thrown into a blender. And I just basically just went everything I love, turn it into my own story and make it unique to myself. And that's what inspired
It's on the pages, man, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. And like I said, I'm working on issue 5 now. So I'm still chasing the dream. The goal is to put all 9 issues together into one book if I can get there eventually. So
that'd be rad.
Yeah. Here's AGE Gaming's also joining us. AGE's Comics. Sorry about that. It says hey everyone. Hey to you as well. And what else we got in here? Lots of new names. And thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. Black Hat Cinephile. It's been a while since we've seen Black Hat Cinephile in the chat. It says he's not here. I've been doing what was it when Jason Bascom was on? I've been going into people's chats and saying hi everyone. He explained it. If you just say hello everyone, you don't have to repeatedly. It works. It works.
It does work.
Yeah. And then Falcon says I'm a world builder that I actually build things up. I don't tear things down. Yes, that's my goal. Let's create, let's not destroy. So there we go. That's our chat with 68 watching our rambling antics this evening.
Nice.
Yes.
All right, Craig, it's been a crazy week. What is the first of the 3 most important news stories that flew under the radar?
Yeah. So again, if anyone's joining us for the first time tonight, Friday nights, we come to you every single Friday. We're now on year 3. 90 minutes, 3 topics with 1 guest creator. We do this every Friday. So very first topic for this evening comes to us from a UPI. This one here, California woman owns the world's largest Polly Pocket collection. So we were talking about how with Guinness World Records, they've got a bunch of records that are out there within grasp. They just need someone to go out and achieve them. And this seems like an incredibly easy Guinness World Record. She's got 530 Polly Pocket pieces, and now she's a main article on a UPI, and she has a Guinness World Record. That's all you got to do to get one, Jason.
I've heard of Polly Pocket, but what era is that from?
90s. Yeah.
90s?
Yeah, it's like it's strawberry shortcake and Light Bright, and you know when yeah.
What was Light Bright? I'm from the era of like, as far as girls stuff, like Pound Puppies and Popples and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What was the unique selling point of the Polly Pocket? Like what did Polly Pocket do that like Barbie didn't? Help me
smaller.
out.
It was smaller size carrying around basically.
Oh, like you
instead of having to carry a full size Barbie, you could play with Polly Pocket in the back of the car.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So Michael, how worried should this lady be about microplastics?
How worried should she be about what?
How How worried should she be about microplastics?
You know how they get in the water and they
good
get in our
question.
body.
Because you pick up a Barbie and you know that there's plastic shedding and all that kind of stuff and weird fumes and outgassing, but if scaling this down, Polly Pocket's got to have even smaller microplastics. They're gonna be everywhere. Michael, she's bathing in microplastics. What's gonna
Dude,
happen?
you're
to
like
her?
freaking me out right now,
No,
man. Both
no.
as of now and as a kid with so many Thundercats and GI Joes and Transformers. No wonder my brain is so
Right.
scrambled.
No, it's not like we've been sucking on lead paint, Michael. We're okay. Our stuff isn't from the 40s and the 50s. That's where you got to worry, is the 40s and the 50s. The
True.
90s plastic, I think we're pretty safe. We're okay. But, am I right,
True.
Jason? I don't know.
I think you're onto something.
Yeah.
So guys, you figure. Here's my theory.
Yeah.
She wanted to collect. Bowling balls. She wanted to collect something that was big, and her husband said, "No way, no way, no, we don't have enough room." And a light bulb moment came up. A little light bulb went off for her, and she said, "Polly Pocket, they're small. They're small." That's why she went after Polly Pocket. What do you think?
I just think she was like, she's an online influencer. Some online influencers, they pick something smart to follow. They pick something not so smart. I think she was very clever to pick something that would turn into a Guinness World Record for her. I mean, 530 items. I saw that number. I'm like, I've got 200 comic books on sale on eBay, and that's like 1/10 of my collection. Like, I've literally got thousands of comic books in my office. So if you only need 530 of one thing to break a Guinness World Record, some of these records are really achievable.
Dude, what's funny is when I first saw this picture, I thought it was this girl that's on Twitter in the space, and she goes hard on so many people.
Right.
I don't know if you know who I'm talking about, but that's what I thought that was.
No, she's actually been in our chat. I'm not gonna lie. There was a bit. I noticed a bit of the similarities there, and it crossed my mind as well.
Okay.
She might be someone.
At least it wasn't just me.
Yes.
Vulcan wants to let us know that he has it on good authority that 80s and 90s plastic is the safest.
Yes.
Oh.
SF Gaming says, I think we can beat that number. All of us comic book guys could beat that number easily.
Yes.
And then it's got to be nostalgia. She probably wasn't able to get any as a kid. Michael, when you were younger, did you have a favorite toy that your parents like threw out or sold, and you came home and it was gone? Do you have anything like that?
No, but I do have a related story where at my grandmother's house a little before Christmas, in a closet, I saw a talking Garfield plush or kind of figure thing. And I was like obsessed with like Heathcliff, Garfield, Thundercats. So I really thought this was for me. And when Christmas came and I didn't get it, I was more bewildered than upset because years later I asked them, whatever happened to that Garfield? And they had no idea what I was talking about. So it could have been a phantom Garfield, or I was just seeing things. I have no idea, but
like
I
Chucky.
still think about that.
Like Chucky.
Yeah.
See, the life lesson there is you should have just taken it, and it's better to beg for forgiveness than ask for permission.
I know my more nefarious brothers would have done that, but
you write your name on the back of it quickly. No, this is mine. It's got my name on it. Well, is your name on it?
Would have been a good plan.
Yeah.
Chucky Garfield. I think Chucky Garfield. I think Craig. Correct me if I'm wrong. When you got Chucky Garfield, he just raids your fridge and then lays there, right?
That's right. Don't be in the kitchen when he comes in your house, for sure. No. But yeah, this is an interesting story. It does bring like that. Some of our collections can be more meaningful than some of us realize. Some of the things we collect.
Yeah.
So like with my comics, for example, on eBay, I saw it as just an easy way to make some money. I took all the stuff in my comic book collection that I really didn't care if I had or not. It's not that I necessarily listed, because there is some stuff I sold that I actually wish I didn't sell. But I just said, hey, can I part with this? Yeah, I threw it on eBay. I actually made like close to $6,000 that way off of eBay.
Wow.
Just throwing it out there and letting people buy it. Yeah, there's a lot of money you can make just doing that. So. Yeah,
seriously.
Yeah, Vulcan was mentioning he watched that movie. Yeah, I watched that movie too, Chucky Garfield, for sure.
Chucky Garfield. All right, Craig, what is story number 2 this week?
Okay, yeah. So after Polly Pocket Guinness World Record, we have this one here comes to us from Associated Press. So this is kind of new story. So California police pulled over a self-driving Waymo. So it's not the first time they've pulled one over, but this time it was for an illegal U-turn, but they couldn't issue the ticket. So in previous cases, they've pulled these Waymos over for speeding, but a speeding infraction is different than a driving infraction, right? Because that means the operator of the vehicle has created a safety infraction. And that's when they pulled over this Waymo, and there was no driver to issue the driving infraction ticket to. So,
Michael, is this the wave of the future? What do you think here?
I read something in the article about drunk driving. They wanted to issue a drunk driving ticket. I didn't understand that. Is it like Bender from Futurama driving, or like drunk robots we're gonna have to deal with?
So Craig, so Craig, just hear me out here. What if I'm in the back seat of the car and I've got a remote control that's remote controlling the car, but I'm in the back seat and I make a U-turn? Does that mean they can't arrest me?
So they've had these incidents already where they've pulled these cars over and tried to get them with speeding, and the passenger in the car, they tried to go after the passenger. And the passenger's like, I'm not the one driving the car. Like, you can't give the ticket to me. I'm in the back seat. So I don't know if they could prove that you were secretly the operator of the car, even though you weren't behind the steering wheel. What if you're in your car by yourself, let's say, and you do something wrong and you quickly scramble in the back seat? And when the cops go license and registration, you're like, officer, I'm in the back seat. like is that going to work for you? I don't know.
Michael, do you ever catch the Adam Carolla show?
I go through periods. So there was a period a couple years ago where I was listening a lot, and then there's just so much stuff, but I dig them.
Oh yeah. He has this premise for a movie called Navageddon. And the premise of Navageddon is the People's Republic of China. They decide they want to take over the United States. So what they do is they download this software that has the car navigation system basically drive everybody into the Grand Canyon. So people get in their cars, and from the East Coast, West Coast, they're headed right for the Grand Canyon, and cars, nobody can stop them, and they don't know what to do, and they're just trusting the navigation system, and just like Thelma and Louise that going in the Grand Canyon. Is that, you think that's plausible? Think that could happen?
That's already in a movie. See, now I'm trying to scramble my head. There's one of those end of the world movies where basically they're trying to go down the interstate or a highway, and they get behind all these self-driving Teslas that are all piled up, and they're staring at them all. And like, this is really cheesy because it's just a bunch of white Teslas.
Yeah.
And then she puts two and two together, and she figures out it's a pileup of all the self-driving cars and whoever's trying to attack the United States. And all of a sudden they quickly like, let's get out of here. And then all these self-driving cars just start flying down the road at them, smashing into this self-driving Tesla pileup. So yeah, someone's already put that into a doomsday movie. But yeah, into the Grand Canyon would be interesting.
Speaking of Adam Carolla, about I want to say over 15 years ago, he put out a book, In 50 Years We'll All Be Chicks. And man, how prescient he was.
He overshot that one just by a bit, but yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
So
yes, leave the world behind. There you go. AGA Gaming, AGA Comics.
So Craig, here's what's happening in my cartoon bubble in my head, right?
Yeah.
So the cops are like, okay, we can't arrest the driver of this car. Let's go arrest the guys who wrote the code that told the car that it could do a U-turn there. And then so they go to Waymo headquarters or whatever, and there's some guy in a cube who's like, and they slap the cuffs on him, like, dude, you're responsible.
Well, that's actually the interesting thing is they are. So this is only in San Francisco where this is going on. So another reason not to go to San Francisco is Waymo cars.
Wait, stop.
Yeah.
So they've got open air drug use.
Right.
They've got people feking on the streets.
Yes.
There's graffiti everywhere, and they're going after somebody that does a U-turn.
Well, they're going after driverless cars, autonomous cars. They're driving around all by themselves without anyone in them.
I've never even heard of these cars before.
Yeah. it is relatively new, but they
Okay.
are creating legislation right now where they are exactly as you said, where they can go after the Waymo, the people that can reroute the cars and stuff, if these vehicles are doing driving infractions. But there is
Wow.
some leniency there, but they are changing the laws so that they can go after someone, Jason. So
Right. Well, Michael, this is a hot topic on the Friday nights. The AI, the impact of AI, the future of AI. So our crack team of investigators did an investigative report on. Oh my God! Look who's here! Look who's here!
yes,
Crenshaw. Apparently, Crenshaw is being held hostage at some adult dinner party. Poor guy
Yes.
wants to just hang out and watch the live stream. So he's probably on his phone. Crenshaw, we're all with you in spirit. We know you can't
Yes.
be here.
he even said he'd rather
Tell
hang out with
Crenshaw,
us.
He's always like reposting my stuff and liking. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, we got some of the best people in comics watching our show, hanging out with us, 100%.
Hell yeah.
And there's 82 of them right now. We got 82 people watching live.
Nice.
All right. So, Michael, this is a new segment on the Friday nights called "Sorry, Dave," and this is impacting the letting AI take over. So, we've talked about driving cars. Let's look at some other important aspects of everyday life where AI is poised to take over. Craig, next slide. Taxes. Michael, how much of a headache are taxes?
Oh God, I just hate math as it is. So yeah.
Michael, the federal government is shut down right now. Why are we even paying taxes?
Good question.
Craig,
Yes.
Craig, you up there in Canada, do you look down at us and be like,
Well,
what's going on down there?
I do like that our system is such a mess that the IRS, our version of the IRS, Canada Revenue Agency, they really have no mechanism in place to tell what kind of money you are or aren't making. So everything is still sort of like the honor system here, where they trust that you're telling them how much money you make, and they trust that you're divulging your proper income and you're sending your proper returns. Because honestly, they have no way in hell of verifying what you do and don't make in this country. But they want to, like you're saying with the AI, they're encouraging CRA, our tax agency is encouraging, hey, just give us all of your stuff. We'll do it all for you. We'll figure it out and what to deduct for you. You can just let the tax agency take care of your taxes. And I think people are idiots for doing that. Don't do that.
Wait a minute.
Oh wait, so Craig, you're in
Vulcan's
Canada.
calling out. So
Yes.
you're not reporting that eBay. That $6,000 they made on flipping comics on eBay.
It's
You're
below
not
the
claiming that, are you?
$10,000 a year necessary requirement. Yes, that's 6,000 over the span of 6 years. It's very small pennies.
All right. Well, let's look at the impact of people doing their taxes, because this is what we need to automate. We need to get AI going here.
Yeah.
So, Michael, they're saying 13 hours for the average taxpayer to do the Form 1040, 24 hours for anybody who has a small business income, small business income, and for 2024, Americans are estimated to have spent 7.1 billion hours on tax filing related activities.
Wow.
That's more hours than Taylor Swift being streamed on Spotify. 7.1 billion hours.
Wow.
Michael, do you think are you seeing what I'm seeing? Are you seeing an opportunity for automation and AI to free up people so they got more time to listen to Spotify?
That would be one of the few benefits I can imagine for AI taking over.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
I will
Michael's
say this,
on board.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I will say this. It is good that the United States are finally starting to clamper on to a lot of people taking advantage of making money in the United States, dare I say it? Because like it was with the shipping, for example, from Canada, we could ship anything that was under $800. I could ship it for free, duty free, no taxes, no nothing in the United States. And it was my obligation as a non-US citizen to declare those taxes in my own home country. But what was happening was you were getting flooded with all these cheap goods from around the world. And, people would buy something for 89 cents and mail it, or $2 and mail it. And it would come from China, right? Mm-hmm. All that money is leaving your country and no one's paying taxes on it. I opened a bank account in Chicago, and even they briefed me that if I had money in excess of $25,000 to $30,000, what they would do is they would hold on to 25% of that until I provided some sort of proof that taxes have been paid. And otherwise they would just hold on to 25%. But what that means is I'm still free to take the other 75% and run away with it and never talk to them again. And that's what was happening basically in the United States. It was a free for all. Everyone was coming in, making money off the states, taking all this money, shoving it in their pockets and running away. So it's definitely a good thing that you've stopped going after your own citizens and nickel and diming them with tax forms while letting the rest of the world come in and have a free for all on your economy. Sorry, I've talked too much there.
Dude, I forgot you were in Canada. So when you pulled up my campaign before, and I saw like over $1,000, I'm like, wait, I didn't hit like $1,000. Now I understand.
Funny, buddy. Yeah. Our silly money. Every time I talk about money, I talk in US dollars because that's a real currency, and that's the fiat currency of the world is the US dollar.
So Michael's on board. He's saying, hey, 7.1 billion hours. That's a huge waste of time. We've got better things to do. Now, similar to the cops not being able to arrest the AI driving the Waymo, let's look at the other advantages to having AI do your taxes. Next one. Willie Nelson, and Wesley Snipes would have done zero jail time. Jail time.
They lost
if AI had done their taxes for them.
That would have been justice.
Government took everything from them.
So, guys, I think there's like aside from the extra free time, I think there's tremendous upside. I mean, they can't arrest the AI if it goes up your taxes.
And they could have made a Demolition Man 2 with these two guys.
Yes. That would have been good. That would have been good.
Isn't that a tragedy though, throwing Willie Nelson and Wesley Snipes in jail for not paying their taxes? Like
meanwhile, guys are feeking on the streets of San Francisco. All right. Let's look at the next area where AI can improve our lives. Personal organization. Michael, you are in the middle of your first crowdfunding campaign. You would know how important being organized, having a plan, critical, right?
Yes,
critical. Michael, what are some life hacks that you've got for people watching about like how either how you organize your day-to-day affairs or how you're organizing, keeping your campaign straight? Do you have any tips for people?
I have absolutely zero tips. I am the worst person to ask about this. I didn't even set up shipping when I started this campaign. I had to go back and like add shipping after people back stuff. Now I'm going to gladly send them those books. But yes,
there's no shipping.
There was no shipping.
That's happened to a lot of people. You're not alone on that. So I created one tier where people were getting my stuff and they weren't paying the shipping, and I quickly look, there's no shipping on this. Help me,
dude.
Yeah,
one of the nightmares I was talking about.
Yeah. It's been a roller coaster week. Well, let's dig in, Craig. Next up, let's dig into the nitty gritty details here.
Well, did you bring up SF Gaming's comment?
Oh yeah.
Let's bring that up.
Yep. Yeah.
That's right. I didn't commit fraud. It was the AI's fault. 100%. Blame it on the computer.
If the AI did it, you must have quit.
There's even like a Milli Vanilli song in there somewhere. Blame it on the AI. You got to blame it on something.
It really happens a lot. AGE Comics. All right. Now let's look at some of the pain points for personal organization.
Okay.
So procrastination. Procrastination is just it's bad. It's bad. Sometimes it hits this show. Sometimes Craig and I we kick the can down the road and we don't prepare for the show. Yes. Other times we're on the ball. And then poor organization can mean a lack of focus. Like Michael, I'm sure you've gone to like a friend's house, maybe even a girlfriend's house, whatever. It is such a mess. And they can't get anything done because they don't know where anything is. It's just completely out of control. Michael, do you have any horror stories?
Again, like you're pretty much describing me. I'm the worst with procrastination. The other night when I had to get ready to go on a stream, I think it was Salty Stream. I was arguing with a friend on the phone about there's a comedy show going on in Saudi Arabia that everyone's talking about.
Yep.
Bill Burr is getting criticized, all that stuff. Oh, wow. We started talking about all these hypotheticals, like how much money would you take, blah blah blah. I I should have been getting ready to go on the stream, but no, I'm like just procrastinating, talking about Bill Burr in Saudi Arabia. So I am just the worst person to ask
Michael,
about any of this stuff.
what you need is a personal organizer AI that can plan your
do.
schedule, keep you on task, give you reminders. And this isn't like a boilerplate cookie cutter personal organizer. It's an AI one that knows all of your goals, knows all your personality tics, knows all your resources and assets and your timelines, and it will keep you on track.
But
Now, what's wonderful about that is that if the people in the next slide had an AI personal organizer, they would not have been to blame for their own actions. Let's see who those people are. Craig, do you think Charlie Sheen's biggest problem wasn't the Coke? It's that he did not have a better personal organizer.
Was that with you where I was talking about the whole Charlie Sheen story? I don't know, where he was first on a stream with like a basketball player or something. Did you hear about this story?
I don't know if I heard it.
He was getting a pep talk from a
Oh
sports.
yeah. If it was a baseball pitcher or something like that.
Yeah,
gave him the pip talk, and that's where he threw out the.
You gotta have that tiger blood. Yeah.
It does. Yeah.
So he went on that stream after hearing all this stuff, and he just regurgitated it and sounded like a lunatic. Gary Busey is just Gary Busey.
I was gonna say I love 2 out of the 3 of these guys very much.
Right. Gary Busey in Predator 2 was great.
Oh, hell yeah.
Biden, you know what I mean? That kid is a walking disaster. That's all I can say. You don't take
It's just disorganized.
Well, yeah. I mean, the incident with the White House and, the mystery Coke showing up and I could not figure out. And there's Biden walking around on the balcony. He's just like pacing back and forth, freaking out. I was like, gee, you can't figure out where this came from. Are we kidding? Anyway.
Biden could have used Joe Biden could have used a better personal organizer.
Yes. Definitely not his son. Yeah. The smartest guy Joe knows.
That's right. All right. There's one more complicated segment of modern life where AI can be brought to bear.
Yeah. But one thing I was going to say, a life thing with me. I used to try to write 3 things a day, but now honestly, just 1 thing a day with regards to my comic. If I can just accomplish 1 thing every single day, it keeps moving the stone forward.
Yep.
So even it's as simple as changing my banking, doing a mailing list, writing 1 page, whatever it is, that's literally how I get through my comic. It's just as long as I do 1 thing related to it once a day.
So Michael, one of the strategies that Craig and I have is that similar to like a band, like if you got a band, they want to have a local club where they play every week. So they keep their chops up and they try out new music and they stay tight and stuff like that. Then when they put out the album, they go tour. So this show is like me and Craig's club. It's our local club where we play every Friday night. So we stay in tune, we stay tight, we keep our chops up, we don't get flabby, all that kind of stuff. That's one of the ways that he and I are staying organized. We're also connecting with other people and stuff like that. Help me out. Do you have a regular stream? Because this is the first time we're meeting. Like, what do you do? What do you do to kind of keep your chops tight and keep yourself on point? What do you do?
The only reason I'm slightly decent right now is because I've done a lot of review videos. But other than that, this is maybe my 6th stream, I think.
Okay.
I've been on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
Nice.
Very good. Very good. Yeah, I would recommend. It wouldn't hurt just to do one. Just after the campaign, just get in the habit of doing like a monthly show or a weekly show, just even a short show, just to keep yourself consistent and keep the discipline there, so that impromptu, on the spot, you can, just like I am right now, talk and be focused and concisely.
Yeah. Well,
I'm going to bring it.
All right, for some reason, we got 95 people watching right now.
That's all good.
Crenshaw.
That's how he deals with life as well. So you can just have 1 thing a day, like going out to a organized function with other adults. And you got to do that 1 thing once a day. Yeah.
Very good.
But
all right, let's look at the. Crenshaw picked up on what I was doing there.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm dreading. I don't know if I told you there's a certificate I was supposed to get from the military when I released 3 years ago, and I never got it. So the current RSM of my old unit, he said he's gonna take care of it. Now I'm only dreading is that when the day comes when they have it, what's gonna be waiting for me in wait when he says to come pick it up? You know, how many people are gonna be there waiting to see me? But it is one of those moments I'm kind of excited for as well.
Yeah.
But I haven't set foot on the base since I retired 3 years ago, so that'll be interesting for me. But I know
Jason, by the
Crenshaw's-
way, I picked up on what you were doing. I was just so deathly afraid that I was doing so bad. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm doing so bad on this stream. This guy's like schooling me. And then I was like, oh no, wait, I think he's doing a bit.
I do. But in terms of in terms of one of the reasons why Craig and I do the show is so we keep in practice. We keep the banter up, be able to keep streaming and stuff like that. Because otherwise, can you imagine if you didn't do, because it's quasi unnatural to do what we're doing right now. We've got a microphone, a camera, all that kind of stuff, if you were to do this intensely for 3 to 6 months when you were campaigning, and then for a year or two to not do this, it'd be really weird and awkward to start doing it again. So anyways, this is akin to me and Craig's local club where every Friday night we play.
Well, I even know people. I'm not going to out anyone, but people even build up certain anxieties because, like, a lot of people, it is getting over that social phobia and getting in front of a camera and constantly speaking and getting out there. And like you said, they'll go through it. It's almost like taking heroin for the time you're campaigning and completely coming off of it, and then knowing you have to go back on it again for 60 days. And it puts people through some serious, like, emotional toll and like to get themselves in knots because, oh man, now I got to put myself back out there again. But if you're doing it consistently and you're doing it every week, it just becomes natural, right? So,
well, I should get some chops up this week because, like, it just worked out that I'm like booked every day until like next Friday. I think
that's great. That's great.
I'm excited when we talk about your campaign, especially when I found out you do it all yourself. The one thing, there should be something there that mentions it, but again, I'm not critiquing. But yeah, if there was just something said created by,
you're right.
Yeah, created by Michael Ferraro, because that was my big question: is who's making all this stuff? Does he have like a labor party of like people locked away that are doing this? They just want to announce, right? You know,
if only. Part of it is just necessity. Like, I just really didn't consider hiring an artist or writer or vice versa, and it's just like I don't know, like kind of like an auteur thing, like. I like all the different variations of like writer, artist, or in terms of movies, like director, screenwriter, but for this story, I feel like I'm the only one that can get the images the way I want them. So
nice. I very much when I see artists like Jason, like you, like Salty, who they do it all themselves. They do the writing, they do the storyboards, they do the sequentials, they do the colors, they do the lettering. I'm just envious. I look at you with envious eyes, and I wish I had the talent you had. So,
but dude, again, your writing is so like it's just funny because I was just reading it, and I'm like telling like dick jokes and like whatever like silly shit I'm talking about, like. You have all this like detailed like, and that's why I was like, dude, this guy had to be in the military.
Yeah,
come on,
right. Well, it is absolutely 100% channeling all that into my art as well, and comic books, and pushing it playing it forward. Sorry, Jason, you're gonna say something.
So we got 102 people watching live. Let's look at the next section where AI can make an impact, and then let's get to his campaign.
Yes.
Next slide. So personal finances. Next slide, please.
Mm-hmm.
Personal finances are challenged because people don't have good financial literacy. You know, K through 12, they intentionally don't teach you this stuff, so that you get taken advantage by bankers.
They used to teach us practical skills. They used to have automotive class. They used to teach you kitchen, how to like clean up and you know what I mean, cook for yourself. They took all that stuff away. Now it's just attendance based. As long as a kid shows up, slumps himself in a desk for how many hours a day, they'll get a passing grade. Like, what have we done to our children?
Yeah. Absolutely. And then obviously, Michael, there's so much. If you look at the stock market, look at the financial statements, there's so much information. People are paralyzed trying to analyze it. Here is where AI can help, right?
It's
Okay, now-
already happening. There's already people who have AI making their decisions on what to purchase and sell on the stock market. So it's already begun. We're already there.
So we agree. We agree that it's a time saver and it's a good tool. But here's the other advantage. Next slide. These people would not have had to go to jail if they
Oh,
could have
man.
just said it wasn't me, it was the AI.
I can't
Who's the
believe
middle
how
guy?
much Caroline got away with. Unreal.
Who's the guy in the middle?
That's Lou Pearlman. He was the financier behind Backstreet Boys and Insane.
New Kids on the
and
Block
New Kids on the
and-
Block.
Okay, I know the name. Yeah.
He took all the money. He put all those
Yeah,
kids out
it was a
dancing and
Ponzi
singing.
scheme.
Yeah.
Ponzi scheme. All right. So, Craig, what is the third and final news article of the week? And then let's look at this young man's campaign.
For sure. So our third and final talk, by the way, thank you so much. 104 people are sitting here watching our show. I really appreciate it. And this is why we come here and we do this every single Friday. Indie creators supporting indie creators and just hanging out and having fun. Our third topic comes to us from the Fandom Pulse. Kickstarter employees. So we talk about the 3 crowdfunding sites, right, that are out there. You got IndieGoGo, Kickstarter, and Fund My Comic. As far as I'm concerned, those are the 3. Kickstarter employees go on strike as workers demand a 4-day work week and a minimum baseline of $85,000 a year salary. Jason, what do you think?
How many employees are at Kickstarter?
It's not that many. It's under 1,000. It's in the hundreds. So it's, it could be 200, could be 600, but it's very minimal. And a lot of these jobs could be very easily be subletted out to, say, India or even AI. You can get AI to fill a lot of these job roles. It is very, very unwise for unions to continue to haggle for more and more money. So I don't know if I told you the story. One of the towns that I served in was called Pembroke, Ontario. When I first started serving back in 2002, shortly after 9/11, there were 3 unions in that town. There was a matchmaking factory called Eddie Match. There was another sort of carpentry union and some sort of a print union. And I used to watch these guys strike. And I'm like, good job, people. You're striking your way out of a job. Within like 4 years, the match factory closed. All those strike units, they finally busted that business. Long story short, 10 years later, all 3 of those businesses were gone. They just shut the doors. Eventually, the unions broke the factory. So
wow.
I don't know. Michael, is your book's on IndieGoGo, so you're okay.
Yes.
Wouldn't that have been like to add to your woes this week if it was on Kickstarter?
No, seriously.
You'd be like, what the hell?
The one thing
those
about
workers need that extra day off so they can shadow ban more right wingers.
Right.
That's right.
It's this weird thing that there's something about this current generation believes they should only work 4 days and they should have 3 days off and that they need their leisure time. And they're really sticking to only working 4-day work weeks. But the question is, they don't want to do the hours either. Like, let's say you work 12-hour days, 4 days a week. No, they don't want to do that. That's not what they want.
Yeah. See, you could make it work with 4 days, but you'd have to put the hours in.
So we haven't even looked at your campaign, Michael, and you already picked up a backer. Crenshaw laying his money down, saying, you had me at dick jokes.
Dude, I saw the number go up. I didn't want to interrupt the talk, but thank you so much. You rule, Crenshaw.
All right, good segue, Crenshaw. Craig, let's bring up this young man's campaign. We have 109 people watching live.
Yeah,
Thank you to each and every one of you joining us on this Friday night to kick off the weekend, to have some laughs, and to look at meet new creators and look at their campaigns. Let's see where he's at here.
Hold on, before I bring up his campaign, though, he's got one of those trailers. Again, I feel so bad. Okay. We had Joe Sontag on. I was in a clipping frenzy, so I bragged up his old Reaper Destroyer. I clipped the front, I clipped the back, and I threw the trailer. I didn't stop and listen to it. But when I played the music, remember last week, and it was just banging on. It was reverbing through the microphone. Like, okay, I've got to sit and listen to this. So long story short, I've got the trailer for Kool It. It's a very cool trailer with a very cool musical number. So for starters, Good Stuff, which is why I'm wearing this. Good Stuff made his trailer. Shout out to Good Stuff. Makes the best comic book trailers. I'm sure you'd agree, Michael. His prices are more than affordable and reasonable.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to have him do trailers for Jupiter too.
Where'd the music come for your trailer before I play it, Michael? Because I really dig it.
The music I just got like a piece together from friends.
Okay, it's banging.
Yeah,
so for the 108 people watching, here is the banging trailer for Kool It Volume 1. Look at that, eh? Good stuff knocks it out of the park again.
So a billion years of evolution has Salty saying boobies, and SF Gaming says you had me at goth witches. I wonder if he backed. We'll see. We'll see.
I saw that comment, and yeah, gotta love goth witches.
So Michael, I've got no idea what this book about, but you're having fun. What the heck? What the heck's this all about?
So essentially, it's inspired by like stuff like Rocky and Karate Kid. Mixed with like gross out 80s stuff and satirical stuff like Mad Magazine, Garbage Pail Kids, Weird Science. It's a simple story. The main character, Zoe, she's a scientist. Her home and lab are going to be foreclosed on. So she becomes a prize fighter to
wait. She doesn't
save.
She doesn't do a bake-off or a charity bake-off. She becomes a mixed martial arts fighter.
Well, yeah. Well, there's a huge all-encompassing tournament that takes place in New Jersey. So she has to like enter an arm wrestling tournament, a kung fu tournament, esports, video games, every kind of fighting style you can think of. She's got to work her way through. So here she's doing an experiment to enlarge her arm. So 'cause she's not a girl boss. So if she faces dudes, she's got to come up with ways that will enable her to do so. So in the arm wrestling segment, she conducts an experiment to like enlarge her arm, but it doesn't really like increase her strength. It's just really an excuse to do like weird, kind of gross, like Akira type stuff like that. Yeah.
and I think when it comes to this tournament, it doesn't look like she's going up run of the mill mortals. It sounds like there's something more going on. Well, like I heard something about aliens or something like that.
Yeah, there's backstory where like through some of her experiments, she opened portals to other dimensions. So like a cat girl comes from like a cat dimension. She's got to fight, like bare knuckle fight her. There's not really an explanation for why these goth witches have magic. They just do. It's kind of like Street Fighter. That's one of the big inspirations. Like, how do they do Hadokens? Who knows? But you just do them. So I'm just applying that here. Like, Yeah, the goth witches, the white spiders, are like the main enemies. They're inspired by Cobra Kai, the Warriors, stuff like that.
So wait, Michael, what I'm getting is that this is just unbridled comic books.
Yes.
Yeah,
we
it's just I'm throwing everything I love into a blender, and there should be a cohesive story at the end. Like it's all going to come together, and it actually.
That page count had me blown away.
Wait, how many
120
pages?
pages.
Whoa.
120.
Whoa.
Like how many pages in are you?
Wow.
Yeah.
What's that?
How many pages are you so far?
70 something.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh wow. So you're past the halfway point.
Yeah, I wanted to be past that point before I launched.
Okay.
And you're the artist, right?
He's everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
He's just like you, Jason. Everything. He does all the illustrations, all the sequentials, all the colors, all the lettering. I don't know how you guys do it. Like, thank God I have a creative team. It blows my mind.
You have to be somewhat insane, I think.
Yeah.
Really. So I'm looking at this and I'm gonna what this is reminding me of. It feels like it doesn't feel like manga. It feels more like some kind of, it's like a little bit of like Bruce Timm, like a little bit of Bruce Timm on acid. Is that
yes?
Is that a good way to describe
awesome
it?
Description.
All right.
I love manga.
Yeah.
I also love Bruce Timm. So whatever's coming out, it's cool with me. Yeah.
No, this looks like a really cool book. Really cool book.
Thank you.
It's got
Makes my night.
Exclusive cover by Irene Portillo.
Nice.
Yeah, I love the way she draws the gals. So getting her for a cover was like so perfect. It's perfect because she seems like kind of low key. I know she just had a baby. She's got a family. Like she's done little stuff for people in the space. Like she deserves to be way bigger. And I think she will be when she gets to the time to like maybe make her own book but she's the perfect person I could have gotten to do the cover. So I was glad like she was like accessible at the time.
One of the decision points for me, do you know how much your shipping is to Canada by chance, international?
I said it, I think it 20 dude, I did it so fast because since I didn't include it at first, people were backing, and I'm like, I gotta change this fast because once something's claimed, you can't change it. So I was quickly looking up rates online, like trying to figure it out. That's why I included a digital tier because I know shipping is tough for some people. I mean, I'll just send you one, man. You know what I mean? Like if you want
my one advice, I don't know if you've talked to RJ Critical Blast, but maybe see what he can do for you for rates because he does have like some sort of premium and pirate ship, and he is up on this crazy international stuff. I just don't want to see like if you're charging me 20, I would feel really bad if you end up losing money on me backing a physical. But
I think with 20, I mean, I'm not too precious about if it's like a matter of dollars. Like I'll eat that. A lot of people have been saying, dude, 20 is too low for a 120 page plus book. I want people to jump in. Like I'm new, people don't know me. So I understand there'd be hesitation. And so at least with this one, I want to get people in.
Vulcan backed. That's always a good sign. Oh, dude. I backed. I'm looking forward to reading it.
Oh, dude, thank you guys so much.
I'll be grabbing it too.
My night.
John's
I
long
prefer
box.
Physical. Yo, sorry, I didn't interrupt you, Jason.
John's long box is in the chat. Michael, have you reached out to John?
I'm in a group with John.
Okay.
I actually backed his first book.
Heroic Tales.
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah. I put off reviews to work on the campaign, so I'm going to get to that eventually. I enjoyed the book.
Yeah, you should hit him up. John streams a lot. He's a great guy. He loves comic books. I'm sure he'd get a kick out of your book. So hit him up. I'm sure he'd have you on. SF
Sure.
Gaming has backed. That is fantastic.
Oh, gee, dude, thank you
I'm
so
feeling
much.
good. I'm feeling good. We have 110 people watching live,
Heavy
Michael.
hitters, yeah.
I think your book is your book just looks like fun. It just looks like fun. Passion
Thank you.
project, 120 pages. There's a digital tier. I'm feeling you had a crazy roller coaster of a week, but I'm feeling good about your book.
So these images
Oh,
I'm looking
dude.
at now, are these in the book, or are they trading cards?
These are part. A combo is like I'm gonna have a mini art book about 48 pages of like just pinups. These I have most of the sketches for already, so it won't take too long and it won't be that intensive as far as the work. So that tier with the art book is a really great deal.
Okay. Oh man, you're gonna get me to spend more money. I can tell. Okay.
Vulcan loves the
said it-
coloring. Vulcan loves the artwork and the
Oh,
coloring
thank
style.
you. Thankfully, like a lot of people mention the coloring, so I really appreciate that.
Man, that's you just drawn freehand, isn't it? Just
Oh yeah, I'm gonna one of the tiers is I'll do a sketch of your favorite female character. Like the people that know me know I like drawing girls. Like I'll draw guys, obviously, but I prefer drawing sexy chicks. So.
that's a sweet signature too. I dig that.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, that stems from I had a job where I had to sign these papers all the time, and the dots from my initials just kept getting bigger. So I just became Mofo. Yeah.
That's cool.
That's good.
This book is just dripping. That's why it's called Kool It, because it is just dripping coolness. It really is.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you, dude. Yeah, it's a dialogue heavy page, even though it's just her talking, but still.
So Michael, so Zoe's got to save her lab. In order to save her lab, she's not going to ask for money. She's not going to go beg. She's going to go earn it in a bunch of tournaments and contests, brutal combat.
Not going to be an OF.
Who's-
She's not going to go on OF. Right?
She's not going to go on OnlyFans.
My stoner girl character is gonna go on OnlyFans though.
Is that like her roommate or her friend? Or
Yeah,
who's
like part of the story. I really see it as an ensemble. Zoe's like the main character for this story, but her twin brother Mikey, who is, to be honest, a self-insert of me in my 20s, like a total pathetic, lazy, stoner, slacker guy. So he's obviously not really helping. He's actually part of the problem of why the lab in their house is going into foreclosure.
Did he take out a second mortgage on her lab?
Yeah. So yeah,
Was
so
it an adjustable
the stoner
rate?
girl? The stoner girl is the receptionist for Gnarly Science, the
Okay.
lab,
Okay.
which also operates as like a smoke shop, like store. So she's surrounded by like just inept slackers. So she's the only one that can do this.
Right. All right. So she's got a crew who make as many problems for her as they help her.
Yes. So here we have the stoner girl. She's like she has a drunken fighting style. So when she's sober, she sucks. But like if she drinks, like she's pretty good.
Right.
We got 110 people watching live. Got about 9 minutes left of the show here, but we're on a roll. We're on a roll. Oh, so if you back a physical, you get a digital as well.
Yeah. The reason for that is and I have to thank Salty for this, even though like I was aware of the differences between RBG and CMYK. There's going to be some adjustments. I'm doing my best to match them up, but the combination with the digital, of course, the colors are really going to pop on a digital screen.
Yep.
And some people, because of eye issues and like if they wear glasses, would actually prefer digital versions. So I want to take care of like those issues.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a great giver, and then that way they can read it both ways. So you can take the physical with you, you can keep the physical in a box, nice and safe, and then just read the digital.
So got 110 people watching live. SF Gaming, he backed. He said he grabbed the whole package, and Vulcan
dude.
chimed in. He said it's too good of a deal to pass up.
The whole package. Do you know how expensive that is as a tier? The whole package. Look at this thing. It's like $50. The whole shebang.
Wow.
Like I said, I want people to get in. I'm so grateful to you guys tonight. Like, I was already having a great time. It could have been no backers, but the fact that I got some is means the world to me.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us, Michael. Like,
Yeah.
I wasn't kidding when I said I was excited to have you come on tonight, and I was really looking forward to going through your campaign.
I appreciate it.
We got a few more minutes, and then we'll I think when we started the show, we were baseline. Was it 17? What was our baseline? Baseline 15. We were baseline at 15.
15 backers.
So we'll give Craig a minute or two, and we got a few more minutes, and then we'll refresh the campaign. We'll see how we did here.
I'm gonna try something crazy. I'm gonna try to maybe want to watch the trailer again and see
let's
if
watch
I
the
can
trailer.
manage. Hold on, let me set myself up to see if I can back this thing while the trailer's going.
Get the buttonology queued up.
All
so
right.
it's like a domino effect.
All right, so I'm going to do an experiment here, see if I can back while the trailer's playing once more. Here it is for 110 watching.
Yep.
The link to the campaign is pinned to the top. Can you put the link in the chat?
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. Yeah.
So for everyone who's watching, once again here, because I really dig this trailer, here's the trailer for Kool It Volume 1. Are we back?
Nice.
Look at this. 21 backers.
Oh, we start with 15.
Dude,
You guys, we start with 15, right? Six backers. Fantastic.
He's up to 1,045. So he made a couple $100 tonight.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. Got you over the halfway.
Yes.
We try.
Yeah.
So we got 112 people watching live. Craig usually has like 100 people watch the replay. Go check out this book. It's a lot of fun. 120 some pages. It's like 80% done. This is gonna be a great book. Salty's chiming in. 21. Woo.
Yes. No, I'm excited for this. I backed physical. I had to grab your art book as well. So yeah, you sucked me in. You got me. I was gonna just grab digital. It's okay. You sucked me in. It was such a great campaign. Sorry,
dude, thank you so much.
Yeah. No, I'm looking forward to this. Really excited. Is there anything else you want to cover on the campaign, or anything else that you want to talk about? Do you want to go through the tiers? The rewards?
I don't have to keep you guys. I mean, you've been so good to me, so I appreciate it. It's pretty basic. It's like the combo with the art book, combo with the sketch of your favorite female character, a cameo. If you want, I already started on some of the cameos.
Nice.
it's going to be in my style. So it's thankfully I don't do like a realistic style. That would be a nightmare doing these cameos. But since my style, Akira Toriyama is a huge influence on me, and like he's a legend, and all his faces look the same. So why not have all my girls have essentially the same face? It's a pretty face, so it works.
Well, was it SF Gaming that said he grabbed the whole shebang? Was
Yep.
that? So he's got
dude.
a cameo coming, right? Is that right in that whole shebang?
Yeah, like if he want, yeah, whatever, yeah. Just I obviously started on the people that I know, like what they look like.
Okay.
Other people, I guess they can send me something, or if they want. Someone suggested putting their character actually from
that'd
their
be fun.
indie. So yeah.
So basically, I can let SF Gaming know. He can just reach out to you and he can request or send you an image of whatever he wants, and you'll make
Whatever you want. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I don't know if SF Game's still watching, but there you go. Because I know the question did come up. He was like, what do I do about that cameo that's thrown in there? So I threw that question in for him. Okay, thank you.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm just going through these pages again. Like, wow, I'm just blown away. So this is your first comic, Michael? Or?
Yeah, and I mean, I was obviously wanting to get stuff up. I'm still adding more details to some of these panels. I know that wide shot, which is influenced by 2D fighting games. I wanted like some panels to have that kind of like 2D stage like look. So I'm going to add even more details. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah. It's like all artists, right? You're a perfectionist, right?
Yeah, dude. It's a nightmare. So Jason knows how that is, obviously.
Yep. Yeah,
And SF Gaming confirms he will be in touch to get the cameo worked out.
Cool. Awesome.
At 1.7 packet. What?
Oh yeah, I have 2 stretch goals. I've already designed like Garbage Pail Kids of my characters. I might add some more. I have at least 5. So I'm gonna have them in like that classic like wax packaging.
No way.
Yeah.
At 1.7K, everyone gets that. Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. That's so good. Okay. Yeah, nice. Hey, what do you think of that, Jason? Hey, what do you think about that?
That looks like a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah,
And
it's a
here's-
wax.
It's
Yeah, and I'd
2K.
like to do a foil cover. So if we can hit 2K, that'd be amazing. I'd love to get everyone to have a foil version of that cover.
Sweet. Man, this campaign's got so much to offer. So anyone's watching? How many said 100 and something are watching?
114 people watching live. We're kind of in the home stretch of the show. Please go take a look at this. Oh, go ahead.
I just wanted to mention to them, guys, you can grab this book digital for $10. 10 for one of your Starbucks pumpkin spice chai latte macchiatos. You can get this beautiful 120-page book.
120 pages, $10. Can't beat that.
Oh,
Yeah.
hopefully.
Plus,
And that was something I wasn't considering, like, I don't know, months ago or whatever, until it was K-Pop Katie mentioned how over time she's been appreciating digital versions because it's easier on her eyes, and like she could just zoom in and read, the word balloons and whatnot. So yeah.
And the other thing is people are so busy. Sometimes it's good to have digital because you can either read it on the go or you can be in bed reading it, and you don't have to have like the night light on, and you just there's a virtue to the ease of the digital version.
For sure. Yeah.
One question I have: when do you anticipate fulfillment to this campaign happening? Obviously, it's subject to change. Nothing's certain. You're going to have print issues. There's going to be all kinds of future nightmares to deal with. But what are you hoping to fulfill by?
I'm hoping for like mid next year. Ideally, like maybe spring, like maybe even before. Like I'm going to work my butt off to get as quick as possible.
That's relatively new. Like, so you just launched and you're already planning on fulfilling in less than a year. That's
I'm going to try like. As you have seen, like I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants. Like I didn't want to launch unless I had like 3/4, like a huge chunk of the book done. So
I do the same thing. So yeah, I'm like I'm working on issue 5 of Soul Tack now. I was going to do my sign up the same time as Jason. I'm now like a month or and a half behind him. Like we said, the procrastination bit. I will think I have the sign up. I'm hoping either next episode or an episode after that. But yeah, same thing. I'm about 30% of the way through my book before I launch, or 50%. So
Nice.
I think Jason does too, right? How much of your book do you like to get done before you launch, Jason?
I like to be like 90% done, just because I don't want the stress. And then, when you're kind of in I gradually only done one time, but when you're kind of in the lull of the campaign, you get something to you can noodle on the work. And then the other thing is, as I'm sure you know, Michael, sometimes you need to like not look at it for a while, and then look at it with fresh eyes, and you see things you need to tweak and stuff like that. So that's kind of my strategy.
Nice.
Nice.
Here's someone also who has a campaign. I don't know if his campaign's still live. Frederick Gumont. I just seen him send me a friend request, and I just friended him back today. Twitter is messed up. Sometimes I don't see who's following, who's not following, who's following back. But he's another artist out there I'd love to have
He
on the
just
show.
hit his 2K goal. I saw it today.
Nice. Yeah. So if you're watching, Frederick, if you want to be a guest on our show, feel free to DM me, and I'd be glad to have you come on.
Yep.
So. Okay. Anything else last minute that you'd like to add? Anything you'd like to plug? Shows or anything like that upcoming?
Oh yeah. Tomorrow I will be on K-pop Katie's show, Kicking It with K-pop. I have a different show, like Salty and Savage is like my favorite pop culture show. Katie's is my favorite comic promotion show. Like I've been watching her for like 2 years now, whatever it's been. So it's gonna be so cool.
We don't take offense for that. We tried to make her a co-host. We tried to invite her on and give her a spot with us.
She's in our green room.
Yeah.
And when she comes on when she can.
Yeah.
So she's kind of like an honorary third or fourth, fifth night.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, she's great. So that's why I was so devastated. I mean, of course I care about the campaign, but when those things were happening, those 2 days, I was like, I couldn't believe it. Yeah. And I think even now I'm a little choppy. My internet sucks. That's why I said to Craig, like,
I didn't notice anything tonight. I mean, tonight you were fine. So
yeah, cool. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about those issues. They're just going to happen. You just kind of got to work your way through them. But I was going to say, when you do go on our show, let her know that the Friday night says hi, and we miss you, K-pop.
Oh, hell yeah.
Just throw that out there, Jason. But yeah, no, it's great. So you're going to be on her show tomorrow? You said tomorrow night at what time?
10 o'clock, same time as this. Monday, I'm going to jump on Katie Did's Comic Skate in the morning. I spoke to her about that. Nice. Tuesday, I'll be on Elliot Rodriguez's show at 11:30.
Nice.
That's Wednesday, another campaign. I wanted to get him, but it fell through. I wasn't able to get him on the show.
Yeah. No, he's a great guy.
Yeah. Yeah, with Ominous. Yeah, I know. See, I see all these campaigns. Hey, Jason, there's just so many books and so many creators and so much going on in this indie space. You can only do so much, right? You can only grab so many people. We only do the show one Friday a week, but we do our best we can.
That is why for a variety of reasons, I'm so grateful for tonight. But getting these backers means the world to me, because there's so many books out there. So that's so cool.
Craig, maybe when I retire, we'll do it twice a week. Yeah, it'll be a while. But
we are making dreams. We literally are making dreams happen for all of us.
Yes.
So we have 120 people watching live. Please go check out Michael's campaign. Craig and I both backed. It looks like a lot of fun. Thank you to everybody who joined us to come have some laughs and get caught up on the news, meet some creators, and kick off your weekend with some good spirits. So Craig and I appreciate everybody tuning in and starting your weekend right here with the Friday nights.
Yes. And thanks again, Michael. Thank you for joining us. Looking forward to Kool It.
Thank you for having me. Honored. Like I said, I've seen a number of your guys' shows. I was actually intimidated because anytime I've been in the chat or had the show on, you guys are hilarious. There's so much laughter, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to be on this show.
The show is a disaster, but we make it work.
No, it works.
The more the show malfunctions, the funnier it is. So we are ultra. We are ultra. What is that? Ultra
loose or
no? There's
flexible.
No, there's a term for it. I can't remember the term. Anyways, anti-fragile. We're anti-fragile. We're anti-fragile.
There we go.
There you go.
All right. You have to on something. Yep. And then yep. And then Black Hat Cinephile. I think that's his gimmick. He was here the whole time, but he started the show by saying he wasn't here, and then he's ending by saying he wasn't here. There's something there. All right, that's performance art for you. Okay, Craig.
Yes.
Any parting words before you roll the outros?
No, just like I said, I'm still having fun. I'm enjoying making comics. I love making comics. I love hanging out with other indie creators and just having a good time and just sharing everyone else's books and all the cool things everyone's doing in the space. And again, I can't thank everyone enough. Like I said, this helped me transition out of the army. I'm now at this. Jesus, 6 years now, Jason. I've been making my indie comic, and yeah, I'm loving it every day, every week. And we'll keep doing this.
And then one last thing is everybody go sign up for Jupiter issue 2. It's in the sign up phase. Please go sign up to be notified when the campaign launches in 2026. So please do that. Those signups matter, and it doesn't cost you anything. All right, Craig, what crazy outro do you have planned for us tonight?
Oh, I put a little bit of work into this one as well. And then just one more thing for you, Michael. Next venture you have, next campaign you have, please hit me up. You're always welcome to come back.
Of course.
And feel free to, if you'd like to stick around, me and Jason, we always usually say bye after the outro's done. We'll stick around in the backstage. You're not obligated, though. If you've got somewhere else to be while the outro's playing, that's fine as well. We won't take any offense if you...
Yeah, of course. I'll stick around.
All right. On that note, 120 people tuned in this evening. Thank you so much for joining us. And anyone who's catching the Friday nights in the replay, here is your episode 115 outro. And have a great weekend, everyone.
An illegal U-turn right in front of them. It was a first for these two officers. The Waymo pulled over as soon as they flashed their lights, and despite there being no one inside, officers say they were able to talk to a real person from Waymo using two-way communication inside of that car. Now, some people who live in San Bruno say they're actually not surprised.
I do think that they're not exactly great at following all the rules, especially posted signs like that. But also neither are people. So I do hope that they're going to get better, but I don't exactly trust them. I wouldn't walk in front of them when they're sitting at a light like that.
Dickens is going on around here? Who was driving it? I don't know.
Curtis! It's coming after us! What is going on?
I don't know! You want a war? You got one. I just want to get the hell out of here. Please don't let me in the dark. Help me. You're going to get us in an awful lot of trouble, man. We already in trouble.
Maximum terror.
Jesus coming in. He is.
Maximum king. Maximum overdrive.
Imagine hundreds of drones attacking a military base at the same time. Your traditional defense system might take down 10, maybe 15, but the rest? They will overwhelm your defenses. Meet a Pyrus high-power microwave system designed to eliminate drone swarms instantly. Unlike conventional weapons that rely on expensive missiles or gunfire, Leonidas uses directed energy to fry enemy electronics in milliseconds. No bullets, no explosions. Just pure electromagnetic power. The best part? It doesn't just target one drone at a time. Leonidas neutralizes entire swarms, wiping out dozens or even hundreds of threats simultaneously. Whether it's a small tactical drone or a high-speed kamikaze UAV, this system renders them useless before they can strike. From military bases to critical infrastructure, Leonidas is the next-generation shield against drone warfare.
My name is Kirchi, and I have the world record for largest collection of Polly Pockets. My collection will get as big as time and space allows. The limit does not exist. Something about them just makes me so happy, like no other toy has. I also had Barbies, I had doll houses, of course video games growing up. But something about Polly Pocket is just so special, and I think it's because she's tiny and lives in her own world like I do.
Hello? Hello? I said don't disturb you, I'm cleaning my room!
Rotation is textbook. Bianchi. And they're off in the women's vacuum sprint final. They're off. USA with a big flip. Japan already on those corners.
If we don't electrify our transportation sector, that we're going to lose more than 500,000 Californians dying prematurely to air pollution and other problems, and the state could lose. Get out of my fucking shot.
I wanted to tell you that that's actually incorrect. It's not that it's electric vehicles. It's that if we don't meet the commitments under the Paris Climate Accord.
Okay, it does. Okay, you also were in my shot before that. Stay out of my shot. Okay.
Oh, I think she's actually
Oh, geez, I think she's actually hurt.
Gang, gang. Ooh. Ice cream so good. Yeah, strong woman. Balloon. Yeah, strong woman. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, strong woman. Yeah, strong woman. Slay, huh? Oh, take your gas. I love you. Slay, huh? Gang, gang. Gang, gang. Gang, gang. Yeah, strong woman. Ugh. Fire, butterfly, beautiful. Okay, fire. Gang, 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 gang. Oh, where's my feet? Ooh, gang, 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 gang. Yes, popcorn. Gang, 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 gang. Fire, gang, gang. God, amazing. Ooh, take us to the league. Whoa.
Boys are gone, boys are the guys to the guys.